Bang! Neevesknives. I'm Jared, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen, live on Neevesknives Live. And we are live with Leftyedc. What's up, Lefty?
Not much, man. Hanging out, chilling.
So, for those of you that did not just watch my review or haven't gotten a chance to see it yet, definitely watch the review on the Devo Stout. Lefty is the designer of it.
Year.
And how long has this been in the works?
Man. I think I drew it in like October, something like that. September. I don't know. And then I started working with Colin. I was just chatting with him on Instagram because I had his Royal in, his two-son knife in this one for review.
Yeah.
And I sent him the design. I was like, hey, what do you think? Because I knew we had a similar, aesthetic. And he's like, oh, I can mock it up for you. And he's a master at that shit. So he mocked it up. And then I was like, well, now it's yours too. But yeah. But we ordered the prototypes in like December, I think.
Which one is your favorite?
I think my favorite would be the black wash with this copper on it.
Copper. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was talking to somebody in the comments, and I think that's the one I would get too, just because I don't have any material like that.
Yeah, it's totally different. It's something QSP just started using. You'll see them start using it now on stuff. Like
Can you hold it up by the camera really quick so everybody can see it?
So it's carbon fiber with copper, like wire in it or something. I don't know. It's crazy. They call it copper plus carbon fiber. No, you can't feel it, and it does not patina. People always ask me that. I think there's a layer of resin over top or something. I don't know how that works.
I didn't.
I have an aluminum too. We got it prototyped in aluminum, and I didn't like this as much, so we can't do everything because of minimums. So we might do this later because a lot of people have been asking about it.
About what?
A lot of people have been asking about the aluminum.
Oh,
like they like it, but we've gotten more feedback about the copper. So, what up, Javon? What's up, dude?
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the 5 pounds, and shout out to the Bang Gang Squad. I seen Talika mentioned that because he sent me his BGM knives, fixed blade and magnet cut with the chisel grind, and we laid back the angle on it like really far. I forget what it was, like 13 degrees or something really low. Damn. And put a beautiful edge on there. And he's saying that it's performing similar or like right in between 20 CV and crew wear for him, because he's been beating the shit out of it at work, which is awesome. And that makes sense. I think that with the higher HRC, I think it'll possibly, I mean, it's tough to say, but I think it could possibly go past what we see from 20 CV, only because we don't really see 20 CV that high of HRC, especially like in a production level. So like the magnet cut I got from Transparent Knives at 64.5 HRC. Right. This, in my opinion, is performing way above everything I see from 20 CV, but it's also a one-off,
way higher
54.5 HRC. Yeah, so you know, it just
I had a whole talk with Laren Thomas about it on Instagram about this knife because I was trying to figure out HRC. We want to ask them to go higher because they do what I guess Crucible. What's up, dude? Hawaii Knife and Gear. I just saw his
Hawaii Knife and Gear. Go and follow
his stuff is on LancelotLeather.com. He's got some of his Swiss Army knives with the Koa scales on them for sale. Oh,
that's awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, he's good, man. That shit's fire. I seen some of the two sons he did, some of the models I got, and man, they look incredible. He did such a good job.
Yeah, added some soul to the two sons, huh?
Yeah, add some soul to them.
What's up, Joe?
Thank you for the 5 bones. What's shaking, fellas? Walker with the 2 bones. Best steel that takes a toothy edge and holds it. Well, S110V takes an insane toothy edge. However, it can, and don't get me wrong, it'll hold that edge for a long time if you're cutting regular stuff. But don't fuck around and hit nothing because it will chip real easily. It's
That's
just
the problem, man.
yeah, it will chip.
Trade-offs.
Other ones, K390. That's one that can hold it, and it does pretty good too. With a screaming toothy edge. Maximate will too, but Maximate will chip too. K390, I think, is probably your best bet. 10V, 4V, M4, things like that. They all do really good with both toothy and polish. But when you get to like MagnaCut, or sorry, MagnaCut too. MagnaCut, it takes a screaming polish. However, it gets slick pretty quick after you start using it. K390 takes an incredible polish and holds an incredible polish. Super nippy, all that good stuff. However, it can microchip if you're tough on it. So, but yeah, I think S90V, that's another one. That would be that'd be great too.
Yeah, my problem with all of those is, well, K390 mostly. I rust it just looking at it.
Yeah.
Urban Woodsman. Yeah. So one of the changes we're making is, so this is going to solve, I think, multiple issues. So when we designed it, our CAD guy, I don't know who changed, if it was him or if it was QSP, but this was supposed to fit Lynch wire clip replacements. Like the Gungnir has it. It'll fit. You can see the spacing is a little bit wider on there. It's hard to see, obviously, on this angle. But it was supposed to fit that, and it ended up being a little too thin. So what's going to happen is it's going to be, the gap is going to be wider between the 2 slots. So this screw is going to sink down a little bit further. So that's going to, I think, solve our issue on the clip screw where it kind of sticks up a little too much and it catches. I haven't really had an issue. Like once I got it in pocket, it was fine. I don't know. I had one pair of jeans where it was a little bit, like it caught there a little bit. But I don't want it to be an issue. So it should sit lower because of that. And then it'll also take the replacement clips. So that should solve a couple issues.
We got a 50 bone donation, Steve. Holy cow, Steve. Thank you, man. Wow.
Some new knives.
Hey, chat, what are some of your what are some new knives everyone picked up lately? Well, I wasn't going to say nothing because I usually hold them off for my first impressions, but since you paid 50 bones, I actually just got I actually got a bunch of new knives in. And listen, for everybody who's in here, listen carefully. I have a massive knife sale. They're not my knives. They're all brand new in the box, never even cut paper. And these are some badass knives.
Somebody sent them into you?
Yeah, and some of them I can't even believe. Like, why are you selling this? But I mean, it is what it is. Like I think I forget how many, but it's like 50 knives. It's
you getting a cut of this or what?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But I just recently got a JE
those are cool.
Swayback.
Yeah. JE made, I think they're called, right?
JE made. Yeah.
I've heard those are good.
Titanium and M390. It's got a clip too. It's got the clip. Yeah, no, it's good.
I hate slip joints with clips. It just irks me.
I'm not a huge clip or slip joint fan, but when I seen this, I was like, man, I gotta get that. And also they are available. You can get these, and they have JE made has like a lot of different stuff.
Is it their website?
Well, you can find them on a bunch of different websites. Like I think GP Knives has them.
Okay, I'm gonna check them out because I've always wanted one of those.
Yeah, they have a bunch of different styles too, which is cool. Like different blade shapes. I didn't see it till after, but man, they got a badass spear point. Keith with the 2 bones. Stainless is the only steel you need. Mike Emler with the 5 bones. Hey, both of you should stop by the chat in my live feed when you're done. Ryan from KPL is helping me with a giveaway.
Awesome,
yeah,
dude.
I forgot to mention that. Shout out to Mike's giveaway. Mike has a giveaway going on. You guys should definitely go and check his channel out.
Ryan is the shit.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not sure. I can probably stop in maybe for a few minutes. I'm not sure about Lefty. Oh, look at with the 20 pounds. You guys are going crazy. I will say I like how the Manicut breaks down on cardboard. BGM Knives is the go-to. He's a good man. Go check him out. Yes, absolutely. Go and check out BGM. USA made knives, custom made fixed blades, badass. He does all different kinds of steels. He also does regrinds for anybody who has knives that they want regrinds on. I'm gonna pull up another new knife I got, man, and I'll tell you what, man, I am fucking loving this knife. Backpack B with the 5
Yeah, Brett.
What's up, guys? Who let these
animals.
two wild animals on the stream? So another knife that I got, you guys, I know you guys probably recently seen it, is my new skinny.
What the fuck is that?
My new skinny.
Are you kidding me, dude?
18
is that
Tri-Way
Arctic?
pivot sheep's foot, dude. It's so fucking
Let me see that skin.
badass.
Holy fuck.
Dude, I love this. This thing's detent is the best detent I've ever felt on a hinder. I mean, it's.
I love that Arctic shit.
Listen to this.
Oh, you want to talk about the hinder? I just want to talk about the scale. Sorry.
Oh, I want to talk about the hinder. So what I'm gonna do with it, because this is my favorite hinder yet. Absolutely. And I love my non-flipper version. But dude, this thing is so sick. The one thing is it does have a stout detent, so this is a tiny bit pokey, but it's so good. I would never take the flipper tab off.
Is it a 3-inch?
No, this is a 3.5.
Okay.
I'm
Just
going
do a flipper delete, dude.
No. It's so good. The detent is so great. I'm just gonna knock it down. I'm gonna make it perfect.
Thanks, Drew.
I'm gonna make it so perfect that it's gonna be the best flipper tab ever on a hinder. But you guys probably seen that I just got the little XM24 with the Timascus. Mr. Amazing. Thank you. And shout out again to Mr. Amazing for these 3 new knives.
Dude.
Got me the XM24 with the sheep's foot in Timascus full tie.
Where does he get these?
And a Shuro Goroff. What?
Where does he get them? Like, I don't even know where you can
don't
get
ask
that
any questions about Mr. Amazing, man.
I know.
The Shuro Goroff. Let me grab it. The F11.
I feel like, I don't know, man. He must run like Knife Center or some shit.
111. Oh, look at that big boy.
Oh, you got that one too? You son of a bitch. Does it flick?
Oh, tell you it flicks. Easy.
God damn it.
Yeah, it flicks great. Dude,
that's just, so what, he gave you $2,500 in knives in one day? That's incredible.
Yes, it's mind-blowing. But man, this skinny though, man, I love it, man. So I love all of them, but I just mean like this one is just speaking to me in so many ways. And this Timascus scale, I mean, it's just fucking insane. I mean,
yeah, I'm not into Timascus, but that actually looks pretty good.
I'm not even sure Hinder even makes Timascus scales. I know it's an aftermarket one. This is a perfect example of an XM24 too. Like, it's so smooth.
Yeah, I've never handled one of those, but they're just too big, I think.
It's a beast.
I didn't even like the 18. Too much fucking jimping.
I think you would, like I said, I keep saying this. I need
the 3-inch,
the 3-inch non-flipper, because the thumb studs are so good, right-handed or left-handed. The detent is tuned for.
I thought I had one coming, but it was a dude in the UK, and I don't know if it got stuck in customs or something. I don't know. But yeah, I was supposed to have a non-flipper 3-inch coming.
Thank you, Breeze. Yes, go and follow Leftyedc. You can
Breeze.
Stay up to date with everything he's doing and his knife design. How will they cut paper towel rolls? Well, soon, really good, because I got to put some edges on them. I did think about, and I know I keep talking about it, but because this one, it has the thinner blade, thinner than the regular XM 18, that's not a skinny. So I'm honestly thinking about doing the BGM regrind on it, just because I love it so much that it's like, why not, man? Why not? And I wouldn't go crazy, like not crazy, but just a nice hollow on it. Fuck, man. We got some more donations coming in. Holy shit. I seen Breeze tagged something again. Damn it. I already passed it. Talica with another 10 bones. This 10 bones goes to Lefty. I hunt Jared down.
Thanks, dude. I'll
Jared,
hit
are
him
you
up
ready?
for that.
Yes, we are going to have a 100K celebration.
Did you
As
hit
soon as I
100 today?
No, not yet, not yet, but
Oh,
it shouldn't be but a
Jesus.
couple more days. As long as everything keeps going the same way, it should be really quick.
What is that
Um,
video up to?
over 10 mil.
How? What the fuck? People just like illegal
I
shit,
keep
huh?
trying to share my secrets with you fucks. You guys don't want to listen. Shout out to the new Bang Gang member. Awesome. Hell yeah. Audible Vision. Thank you for joining.
Awesome, dude.
Holy cow, that happened fast. Yeah, it's nuts. So, one, we have an insane giveaway. I've been kind of holding it back. You guys might know what it is. Some of you guys might know what it's going to be, but I'm going to finally give that knife away again for the
Again?
100K celebration. And as soon as I get my plaque, yes, we are going to throw a party, and it's going to be insane. We already threw a party for Passing Metal Complex. So shout out to everybody who came to the party.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Holy
Was that a
shit.
goal?
That was a goal, yeah.
Who are you going for next?
Nick
Shabazz?
Shabazz, yeah. He knows it though. He knows it. Holy shit, that sub count keeps jumping every time I look. I know, man. There was one day me and Kara were watching the sub count live. You could do that on the computer in your studio, and the numbers, it was literally like just do. It was so insane. We were just like we couldn't believe it, because like you'd be sitting there and it would go from like you'd get 10, I'd get 10 subs in 3 seconds. Like it was just jumping like crazy.
That's
But
crazy, dude. Cool.
yeah, it's not. So with this knife design, what I know you said there's like possibly some other little minor changes. What other minor changes are you for sure going with, and what is like on the fence?
So, yeah, so for sure the clip screw thing is changing. The spacing's changing, which should fix the screw sticking up a little bit, fix the fact that it doesn't fit the replacement clips right now. This edge right here is a little bit sharp. We're knocking that down. We're obviously some of these are flat grinds. We're doing the hollow grind on all of them. We're gonna try to get them to go a little deeper on the hollow grind, but I don't know if they can do it.
Well, she can get it too.
We're yeah, right. We're targeted. We're gonna have them target 18 thousandths behind the edge. I don't want to go thinner than that, just because I want it to still be able to do harder stuff if needed.
I think it cuts great the way it is. Like I was saying, I think because, and this is a lot to do with and like I always talk about this, when you have a good comfortable, because the size you made it, this depth and this depth, for I don't think anybody's hand wouldn't wrap around this and be able to get just like a perfect squeeze. When you can get a perfect squeeze on a knife, the blade geometry, it like increases by like twice as good when you can comfortably push it. But it's not thick by any means. The hollow grind that's on it, it's like not a super deep hollow, but it is there and it passes through good. And one thing I do like is that the tip, it's acute yet not dainty. So when like when I was doing claw cuts, because dude, fucking for like 5 days in a row, I was getting like crazy amounts of packages. So I was just constantly opening up packages and a bunch of other stuff. And at one point I went over this thing and I thought I chipped it. And I was like, oh fuck. And I looked at it and it was perfect, like perfectly fine. So I think that's a good thing when you have this type of blade shape, because think about this. Think about the PM2 or the Yojimbo. I've probably had more of those in for tip repair than any other knife.
Well, because if you have like a normal reverse Tanto sheep's foot type thing, your tip comes out to more of a acute tip, and you're gonna get a more like dainty tip, where this kind of comes down to the tip, rounds down, so it keeps it strong. I mean, that's what I wanted, was a really strong tip, because that's what I use 90% of the time is the tip.
Yeah, me too. I definitely do too.
But yeah, so other changes. So we're shooting for 18 thousandths. They're heat treat, so they treat it to Crucible's recommendation, which is 59 to 61, I think they say. And I just don't want anything to be under 60 at least. And I tried to get them to go to like 63, 64, but they say they're just not going to be responsible for anything at that point. If anything happens, then it's all on us. So we're kind of compromising, and we're going to have them go 60 to 62. If I can push that 61 to 63, I will. But so I'm hoping we land like 61, 62 on most of them, which I think is good for a production knife. You know what I mean?
That's very good for a production knife.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing. And that will definitely, it'll increase the edge retention. Now, that obviously that'll lower the toughness, but I don't think with this knife, with its geometry, I don't think we're going to be like really worried about toughness too much. Not saying to go fucking prying dumb stuff, but if you're using it like a knife, I think it'll be perfectly acceptable.
I think that's why, and if you go higher than that, 63, 64, then you're dropping that toughness just more and more. And I think it's a good middle ground being around 61 or 62. So that's the plan on that. Trying to think of what else we're changing.
Here's the link for Mike's giveaway, guys. Breeze put it up, so go and follow that for the giveaway.
Yeah, check that out. Especially if he has KPL involved. I love them. They send me a lot of stuff to give away.
Yeah.
You mentioned the lock bar access. We're still
QSP is the OEM, Josh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they are. We're still kind of going back and forth, but the majority of people I've talked to that have handled it have had no issue with lock bar access. I know you mentioned it.
One thing I noticed,
I don't know, we'll see,
is that I noticed I wasn't using my tip at all. I was using literally the side right there.
Yeah.
And I got used to it like extremely quick. Like I just noticed I just was doing that. Like I can do it.
But you have an issue like getting the tip of your thumb in there?
I don't have an issue. I can do it just fine. I just can't do it from the side. I have to kind of go at an angle just a little bit, which is fine. It's just that's why I said like it's something that like I'm not like really complaining about. It's just like if it was mine, I would take it back a tiny. And when I say a tiny bit, man, I'm not talking about like
I know what you mean. We actually, so here's the thing, and you probably know this, when you're dealing with companies like this, like QSP or Riyadh or whatever, like translation is a whole thing. Having the conversation is a whole thing. Most of it is through email. You email them, they email you back that night. Then you email them, they email you back the next day because they're up in the middle of the night when you're asleep and you're up and it just kind of goes that way. It's rare that you have like a back and forth where it's just like boom, boom, boom. And you're like, no, I mean this. No. So we
got to catch them late at night because it's morning for them.
And you got to be like super detailed with your email because you want to get your freaking answer that night. You don't want to have to like then ask another question and then another question.
Right.
So
get them all in at once.
And
boom. Been out of the country on flight ops for the last month. Dude. Glad to be back in the USA. Glad to have you back.
Yeah, welcome back, dude.
Neevesknives need a heartfelt video of you being a conductor on a train, and Nick Shabazz is tied to the train tracks with you streaming down the tracks towards him. Comedy gold.
Jesus, dude.
Just wait, I got something about to go up. If you follow me on Instagram, I got a really cool video going up here pretty soon, probably tomorrow night. I'm almost finished with it. It's gonna be.
Is it you fucking with Metal Complex?
It's the behind, kind of. It's the behind the scenes party of passing Metal Complex party.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. That's hilarious. Great. But yeah, so I don't know. We tried to explain to them what to do to cut that back, and it like was a whole thing, and they didn't really get it. And they were like, if we chamfer this side too much, then like it was just weird. We were like, just cut this corner a little bit. They just didn't understand that. So we figured we're just going to get the prototypes. And if we want to change it from there, we will. I think they did a great job. You're the only person who's mentioned it being like maybe a small issue. So I'm gonna
Yeah, I
see
don't
like
think like I said, if it was left the way it was, I it wouldn't matter, you know.
yeah,
I don't think it's an issue like that. I just noticed
right,
like okay, so normally when I unlock a lock bar, I always do it with the tip of my finger. And in
right.
this case, I
That's
just
what I
noticed
do.
myself constantly doing it with the back, which is
I don't
fine.
know if you just have
That's
a
the way
fatter thumb than I do,
I
or
don't know. That's the way
but
Stotts at 23 always unlocks his lock bars.
I always see him do this. Use the
That's what I
meat.
mean. That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing with this.
I was thinking that when because I actually we just sent him one. He should have it tomorrow, and I'm like, how is he gonna? I wonder what he's gonna say about
He's
that.
gonna do it just like I did.
Yeah.
He's gonna, I
Um.
guarantee.
So we'll see if we get more feedback like that. Like I don't care what you say, but if somebody else says it, then
Right.
maybe we'll do something about
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
I'm just kidding.
No, no,
Um.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't if I'm
But
the only person, I would not take it into consideration. You know
I
what I
know.
mean? I
But I
don't
was
think it's
yeah.
something like that where you want to take one person's over the group, you know?
Right. But I mean,
Um,
ultimately, what's the downside? That's the thing. There really isn't a downside to doing it other than aesthetics, which I could care.
but
I
do you
care
think it would
about
really
function
hurt the
more than that.
aesthetics? I mean, I don't think you would hardly notice
I
because
know.
what I'm talking about, like, it's such a tiny, tiny
You're
amount.
talking about just taking a little bit off of like right this whole section right here.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it would be
the
nothing.
tiniest bit.
I honestly, dude, it's just if we can translate it to
Translate it,
them.
right, right.
That's literally what it
You
is.
know what
I'm
I
gonna have
always
to
do?
draw it out and be like, cut this a little bit.
When I try to translate, what I do is I draw it.
Yeah,
That's what I
that's what
almost always
I
do.
get a
I just
picture
draw it.
and I circle shit, and
Yep.
we did that with this
Yeah.
exact thing. We had this conversation. Colin was here earlier. He could tell you. He was the one trying to email them about it. I think that's for changes. I had it on a sheet. I can't remember if everything's on there, but I think that's mostly everything. I didn't even think about this thing you were saying, the gap here. That like didn't even cross my mind till you mentioned it. And I was like,
Yep.
yeah, it kind of is wide. I don't know.
I already
I
know
don't
why
know.
it is the way it is because they don't cut it with wire EDM. That's the only
You,
reason.
you think so?
Yeah, the only way they can get it thinner is if they use wire EDM, which a lot of companies don't have. I didn't think about that
Because
till
they did
after.
chamfer
And
it really nicely on all the
no, they did. That's what I was
cuts and
saying too.
everything. So
Everything is knocked down like really
yeah.
good.
No,
It's
they
nice
did a
and
great
soft
job
in
with.
the
I
hand.
was worried about the flat scales, and they did such a good job chamfering that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't an issue of any sort. So,
John,
um,
I have not started it yet, but it's gonna be a motherfucker. You already know.
is
I got
that
his
is that
beat.
a fixed blade?
Oh man, yeah, and it's like I don't even know. It's probably 50,000s behind the edge. It's a beast. It's a beast.
Jesus.
It's gonna take. It's probably gonna take me a couple hours just to reprofile. Um, trying to express design. Wait, trying to express design with two completely different languages has to be help for
Yeah.
sure. For
It's
sure.
tough, man. It's a back
Especially
and
when
forth.
like there's certain words they use differently. So like even if they understand, you know, there's words that they're like, what?
Right.
Like
So,
I used plunge grind before. And there
oh god,
he
yeah,
was
you
like,
told
what?
me about this.
Plunge grind? The fuck are you talking
Right.
about?
And yeah, it's like I don't know. The thing is, and then if they do get it, then it's the whole question of will they actually do it? Because then they're like, they have to factor in what it costs for them if they feel like doing it or not. Like, believe it or not, fucking hollow grinds and OEMs is like the most difficult thing we've had to deal with so far. Just like having them understand that a hollow grind is a good thing and you should do it. Like
Yeah.
all these OEMs are just like, we want to do it as a flat grind, what they call a CNC grind, because it's easier for them.
Yep.
They just, it's a computer generated thing.
Right.
And that's what they're good at. They're not knife makers. They're machinists or
CNC
whatever.
design.
You
Yeah.
know what I
CNC
mean?
does. Yeah, for sure.
So hollow grind is harder for them. It's like, and after all that, like what you have there, that's what we got out of them. Like trying to, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
but I mean, it's fucking great. So
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm just saying, I would love it to be like this if I could, you know.
Oh, you mean yeah. Well, like you said though, it's when you start going that thin, especially if you're talking about doing the 20 CV at that high of an HRC. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know if it's necessary. This is really good. Like the
It
grind on it
turned
is
out
really
great.
good.
So they did an excellent job. They took our stuff and then they kind of put their own touch on things, and I think they nailed it. So
That would
yeah,
be cool if we did have somebody in the community that did speak the language. That would be awesome.
it's
Yes, Lefty needs less than 400 subs to hit 4K. Go and follow his channel. Let's get him above 4K.
thanks, guys.
Shout out to
Appreciate that.
Tri-State EDC. He's out getting beer with some business partners, aka whores. So I can't talk. I'll be back.
It's not like, so they don't email me in Chinese or anything. It's
I know
don't
that.
Well, no, I'm telling Addicted
Yeah,
to
right,
Knives, 'cause he
right,
said,
right.
"Why don't you get somebody who speaks the language?" That might work if they communicated in the language, but then I gotta tell that person, and that person's probably not a knife guy, so then he's not gonna understand what the hell I'm saying, and then he translates that, and then they translate it back, and then fuck no. So I don't know.
They don't want to do hollow grinds because they have to pay an actual knife maker to do the grind. Probably.
Right. Yeah.
Bree says he hit the like button. What's your excuse?
Dude, it happens every OEM we talk to. It's like Kubi's the only one who didn't push back. They're just like, yeah, hollow grind, we got you. And that's why I reached out to them, because they did the stunner, and that hollow grind is awesome. And I was like, we need to work with them.
Yeah,
because this is bullshit dealing with it every time. Like to the point where they're sending me PowerPoints about why flat grind's better. And I'm like, fuck you. I want a hollow grind. It doesn't matter if it's better, cheaper, easier. I want the hollow grind.
It's better for you when you're doing it on a CNC, but it's better for me because this is what people want for EDC. And you know what? You could argue with them and be like, you know what? You're right. Flat grind would be better. So I wanted it 8 thousandths behind the edge and 80 thousandths blade stock thickness in that case. Watch him shit the bed. Because in that case, then a flat grind probably would be better because the geometry would be so good. It would be similar.
Send me a PowerPoint on why it should be thicker. And I'm not talking about QSP. I'm talking about other OEMs. Like we've talked to like 6 or 7 of them at this point. It's always the same thing.
Go and follow Tri-State EDC. He only needs 30 more subs to hit 2K. Let's get him over 2K, ladies and gentlemen. That'd be awesome.
Stash, did you get another 50 spot?
This is what? No. This is a great live with my 2 most watched YouTubers. That's awesome, man. Thank you so
John.
much.
Thanks, dude. Cool.
If you don't like this content, please let us know here. Jared is just a dummy. He doesn't know what he is doing wrong unless you tell him. Absolutely. Please let me know in the comments.
He's clearly doing a lot of stuff wrong because
clearly
he's not gaining subs or anything.
I know. I wish I could just get
we all know you bought him, so it's fine.
I know, right? I think that is so funny. I had somebody in the comments. What was it, 2 days ago? They left me a comment. I forget exactly what it said, but they were implying that I bought my views, and it's like, that is like the most like dumb thing, because I, for one, scream constantly about how detrimental it is for your channel. Like it is seriously not good to do. Like don't ever do it.
It'd be good for like a week.
No, what it does is it kills your channel. It kills it. It literally makes YouTube has a thing set up. They catch it. It's not legal. You can't do it. So once their algorithm picks it up that you're doing that, it flags your channel and they swallow it. You will be swallowed, and that you will never be able to get high sub counts. And because the thing is first of all, you don't want to buy subs because guess what? Subs don't view. Views is the only thing that gets you any type of income or anything like that. Now, bought views, guess what? That doesn't do hardly shit either. Because I'm just guessing, but I guarantee you probably don't get paid from them. Right? I guarantee
you don't get paid for views, you get paid for watch time, I feel like.
Well, watch time, but you get paid
on the ads.
Right. You get paid for views if they see the ad, click on the ad, or
which
watch
they're not doing. They're gonna click on a video, they're gonna watch 10 seconds and click off. That's how they count your view.
If that, it'll
Well,
probably.
I think it has to be 10 seconds to count as a view or
Oh,
some
okay,
shit like
okay.
that.
But regardless, it'll never be the 30 seconds you need for the income. So it's very easy. Just FYI, it's very easy for anybody to prove that they never bought any fucking, like, I could easily fucking prove that I've never bought anything. It's so easy because
How
you
do
can
you
just
prove
look
it?
at your analytics.
You mean
Almost
to YouTube
100K.
or
I
something?
think you were around 20 when I subbed. Oh, Luke, man, that's amazing. Thank you, man. That's crazy. Hell yeah.
I don't know. You were under 1,000 when I subbed because I found out about you through Slicey Dicey. He did a video.
Mm-hmm.
He did that thing every once in a while where he would like shout out smaller channels.
Yep.
And he shouted you guys out. And that's how I found you. And then I watched your Civivi, what the fuck was that knife? This Chronic video.
You're
And I bought one.
Shithead.
That's how I found your channel.
No, Metal Complex, he shouted me out a bunch of times too. So shout out to Metal Complex, especially now that I'm a bigger channel than him. Go and follow his channel. I'm just joking. No, he's awesome, and he shouted me out so much. When I was coming up, and yeah, he's killing it too, though. I'm super surprised that I mean, I knew eventually it would happen, just a matter of time. I mean, it was the plan the whole time. I honestly obviously. I donated 8 million and it never showed up too. I remember Jared sitting on his sofa in front of his coffee table. Yep, that was a long time ago. We literally started. I'm not milk crates, but we were using laundry baskets to hold up the phone. So we were stacking laundry baskets with like books, and then just balancing the phone. We started fucking nothing with literally nothing.
Well, that's how everybody does. Yeah, I mean, you got to start with nothing.
You do. It's
maybe a tripod. Guess I had a tripod. I didn't use a laundry basket.
Well, Kara's mom, she does a lot of photography and stuff on the internet, so she had stuff. So we wound up borrowing a tripod eventually. But and I still got it. It's like tied together with paracord and shit. Oh no.
Uh-oh. You froze. Did I freeze? Who froze? Me or you? Oh, he said 1 sec. All right. I guess we found out who was buying the views up in here. I'll take over Neevesknives. He must have unplugged some shit. All right. Well, this gives me a chance to say what up, everybody. Sinister's in the house. What's up, dude? Knives, lots of knives. That's a cool tag. I like that, dude. Lefty didn't freeze. Yeah, I know. I got real equipment. I'm not working with a laundry basket. You know what I'm saying? Pete break. I'm gonna pay Lefty. Yeah, any super chats that come in during this segment are all coming to me. So start piling them in. See, here's one. Shout out to Q Ball. So I hear this is where the party's at. Woohoo! Let's have a rager. First 2 keggers on me. Oh, this is a live stream. My bad. Hi, folks. What's up, Q Ball? What's going on? I can't put the comment up because it's not my live stream. Lindy, what up? Lindy Lou's in the house. Daniel got smited for buying knives. For buying all the views. Sorry, he got smited. Now I get it. Damn, dude. I gotta learn how to read. Whoosh. Now the owner of a 90K channel. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for coming, guys. Welcome. This is how, listen, guys, you want to know how you get 90,000 subs? What you do is you get on Jared's live stream and you take over. All right, that's how you do it. I think he might be back. He had to fix his laundry basket.
My battery died. My battery, right. I forgot to use my plug-in battery in my camera. I had the regular battery in there. Son of a bitch.
They were all saying you got busted for buying.
Yeah, that's what it was. That would have been hilarious. Q-Ball with the 5 bones. Thank you, brother. I already heard him shout it out, but gotta ring that bell. Thank you, man. Thank you for the 5 bones. Fucking
Peach
rookie.
sub,
Exactly. 100K and still a rookie. Well, not quite yet, but almost.
Who you calling a rookie? I've been here
Myself. What's up, Richie B and
Okay.
Lindy Lou?
Jared got
Hey, we
slaughtered.
sent you. I don't know if you've seen it, but we sent you a message on Instagram. If you see it, answer.
You heard of it? Instagram.
You ever heard of that?
They call it the IG.
That's hilarious. He swam to the surface. You're supposed to use cured concrete, Lefty.
Yeah.
Cured.
Have you tried
Probably watch it
anything
start
from,
going up 90, 80,
yeah,
70.
that would
Oh,
be funny.
God forbid. That would suck.
Well, you know, if you get
all of a
caught,
sudden I
I'm
find
just
out
kidding.
that 30,000 of them are all bots.
Hey, man. I think you would have found out by now.
Probably, but YouTube, you know, they go through your channel like every couple months and start deleting them. I have gotten a lot of comments though of new followers and stuff, so I know a lot.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of is if you get a bunch of people who watch that illegal Riot video and sub because of it, and then like they never watch anything else, would they eventually drop off? Like I get unsub from people all the time because I don't watch them.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I feel like
it's weird because I don't get unsubbed for that. I have channels that I never watch, but I have the bell hit. So, and I don't know why I don't just unsub from them. I never watch their shit.
Bell then. Maybe the bell is why you don't get unsubbed.
I don't know, but I just know that I'm still subbed to them, but it'll be channels that I actually watch that I'll come back to and just be like, man, why am I not seeing their shit? And I'll find out I'm unsubbed.
You see Richie's?
You enjoyed it.
He said he responded 6 hours ago, my dude.
Okay, well, I haven't checked it. I didn't know if you've seen it or not. I haven't had a chance to look.
That's funny though.
What's up? Steel Forged and Fire. Shout out to Steel Forged and Fire. Definitely go and follow his channel as well. He's got some great fixed blades and swords videos and just knife videos in general. So, what was it? Tomorrow you said you're having on who'd you say you're having on tomorrow?
Mr.
Yeah,
Designs.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Designs. Shout out to him. I got the knife right here. If you guys want to watch that,
I thought it'd be good if you came on because you have one.
For sure. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about this and, you know, Mr. Designs tomorrow on Lefty's Live. What time will that be?
8:15 Eastern.
8:15 Eastern.
So yeah, he has that one and another one. He has an integral.
I know. Man, that other one looks badass too.
Yeah, I think he's gonna send me that one. I'm not sure.
Well, he's I know you guys probably seen it in the note if you guys watched the video. The way he did the button lock, I haven't opened it up yet, so I haven't seen it. He said I just can't reveal it or take pictures or anything.
Oh man, I was gonna say I'd love to see the.
Well, I'm sure he don't mind probably if you see it, but the point is it's getting patented. So, but yeah.
Shit.
So I'm curious, man.
Does it feel different?
A little bit, not like crazy different, but I will say this though, the detent is nice. It's really nice. Yeah. And this is the big thing. The lockup is like rock solid. That's what I love about it. Like a lot of button locks, you know how they're kind of, some are solid, some are like not so much. But this one like just rock solid.
What I hate about a lot of button locks is the detent is spongy, and that's what I love about ProTech is they mitigate that a lot. You can still see a little bit of movement, but like it doesn't like. Have you ever had a slim pickings? Like
yes,
you can do this and have the blade come like out to here before it fires out. It's so annoying.
This one has that a little bit, but I think he's planning on changing it, but like a little bit, but it has like this thing, like once you get to a certain point, all of a sudden it has like this resistance. And if you get past that, I mean, it's going to fly. Wow. It almost feels assisted when you get to that point. Yeah. It's kind of weird, but it does have that a little bit, but I do think he's planning on doing something to where it tightens it up a little bit more.
I actually have a button lock here. I was going to give it away if you're cool with it.
Fuck yeah!
I got this today. It's the Kaiser Mojave original. in the gray.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little small for me, and I don't like the detail. To me, it's not too light. It's just
You know
kind
which
of.
one I think you would like, honestly? And I know this is crazy, but I think you'd like the coated one better. You know
Yeah.
why? They feel completely different. You know how you can kind of feel the bearings rolling on that one? On the
I took
coated,
it apart and I cleaned it, so I don't know. I don't feel that.
well, the coated one, I have 3 of them here. The coated ones have more of a solid feel to them. It's like you cannot feel the bearings rolling at all. It doesn't have that
Gotcha.
ching noise, but they're really nice
Yeah.
though.
This one doesn't have the chink. Once I took it apart, like it had a stiff kind of detent. And I took it apart and then it kind of went away. Now it's just like an average detent, but there's no stick. So I don't know like what was going on there. And I just
Oh,
got pissed off at it. And now I just don't like it. So I'm going to give it away. It's
all right.
dead centered. Action's good,
A
but I just don't
lamite
like
with the
it.
2 bones. Thank you, brother. I'll answer your question in 1 second.
So yeah, we
Um,
can give that away however you want to do it. I don't know how
yeah,
you
we'll do
do
that
it.
here in a minute. So he's asking what stone to sharpen without electricity. I would say never use electricity to sharpen unless if it's going to be on a belt. And make sure it's wet. I would recommend getting ultra sharp diamond plates. You can get 3 of them for around 50 something, like $52. Ultra sharp diamond plates. I link them in a lot of my videos, especially my sharpening videos. You get a 300, a 600, and a 1200 grit plate for 50 something dollars. If you're on a tight budget, you can just buy one. Also, if you're not on a tight budget, then you might want to get the larger plates, the same plates, ultra sharp, but the 3x8s. The 50 something dollar ones are 2x6, but they're great. They work great. So that's what I would recommend. Otherwise, just get a tri-way. Not tri-way, a tri-stone. You can get a diamond and then 2 other finishing stones with like a ceramic to end with. That's not a bad idea too. My mom's in here. I didn't see her. Oh, there she is. Hey, mom. Hope everyone's having a nice evening. Thank you, mom.
Hey, Jared's mom.
So what should I fucking give away? I should give away something too, I guess.
There you go. Give away one of those 3 originals. We give
Yeah.
2 away.
Yeah, I guess I should, right?
But then we can't give them to the same person. That'd be
Well,
kind of weird, wouldn't it?
oh, I just figured we just pull two numbers or something.
Okay, that works. That works.
You know what I will give away? I get a better idea. You know what they did just recently drop. I was gonna say I would give away one of the prototypes of the maybe I'll just let them decide what they want. Because I got
I'm sure they'd be fine with that.
I'm sure they would.
2 giveaways, Q-Ball says. All right, hey, cool.
Yeah, might as well. Let's
Giveaways is peer pressure is good.
I'll let you choose
Yes.
between the prototype of the Vosteed Bellamy, the prototype one, so the N690 version, this one right here. It does still have a screaming edge on there, still really good edge. Or you can get one of the originals. I'm gonna wind up giving one of these probably away to one of the man. I might as well wait till we hit 100K for the patron members giveaway, but we got a huge giveaway going on there. They're just going to be able to pick their own knife, whatever knife they want from Mojave Outdoors. And then I'm going to give away a couple other things too, but that'll be the first place.
Cool.
We'll do the giveaway here shortly, guys.
The XM18, yeah, he's gonna give that away.
Who's in the room? Jared's mom or Stifler's mom? Any American classic movie in mind? I'll take the full. Yeah, I bet you would. Bet you would. Why? What do you got any new knives? I got I bought a couple buck knives. I know
I always have a few.
I
just got this axial folder. They sent this out.
Oh yeah, how do you like
pretty
that?
Sweet. Dude, for 80 bucks with 20 CV, titanium, bearings, good action, flipper. That's pretty damn good. Deep carry clip. It's flipper only, so it's not, for me, like my favorite knife. It's small, but like I mean, as a knife, if you like the design and the size and the flipper, it's really good. I just hate that they recessed the clip on the right side, but on the left side they just slapped 2 holes on it.
What? How big is it though?
It's like it's small, man. It's like 3-inch blade, maybe.
Okay.
What's a knife? Oh wait, you have the Devo, so
Yeah.
ours is
Oh, okay. Wow, it's even small.
7.6.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's small.
Yeah.
Probably like 6.5 or something like that. I don't know.
Gotcha.
But it's cool. I mean, it's well made, all that good stuff. They sent me a folder, a fixed blade, and one of their updated OTFs that has a flat back here instead of angled.
Check out this beast.
What the fuck is that?
It's
What
a
is
buck.
that?
It's a buck fixed blade for like cutting meat and stuff. I also got another one. Not this exact one. It's a like a kind of like a chef knife. Pretty cool though. I also I got a couple other things, man. I got this video coming up that I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a pretty cool video. But
So you're trying to hide all the knives?
yeah, I'm trying to hide them all from you guys.
I don't think
you guys peeking.
Like new shit for me. I don't have I have knives that came in for review, but like I don't have a ton that I just bought or anything. I just got a custom lefty made, but it's not here yet.
I love the American Blade Works Model 1, the titanium frame lock version. Dude,
Yeah, that looks
so
cool.
good. It's
I need
so
to try
good.
it, but like I just don't want to buy it because that design.
Well, I can send
It
it
just
to you.
reminds me of the Elementum. I don't know.
I can send it to you. It's nice. I like
Yeah.
it far better than the liner lock ones. But I also know that he's been
Updating it.
improving.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been
Mhm.
improving, and man, it's so
Yeah.
smooth.
I'll check that out whenever you're
the
done with it.
The detent is super snappy too. I
I
really
think
like
there's
it.
a couple that you wanted to send. We can do that. I
Yeah.
kind of put a hold on loaners for a little bit when I got the stout because I was trying to focus on that, but kind of
Thank
back
you,
on the
John.
horse.
Oh, you're back on the horse now?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, John.
Thanks, man.
Jay says, yeah, I couldn't find the wait list for the American Blade Works. So, if you follow him on Instagram, he like says like dates like every week. He'll be like Friday at this time he'll drop it. So when I got on mine, it was like a Friday at 1 p.m. or something like that, Eastern time or something. I don't remember. But yeah, so and if you just ask him, he'll tell you. He won't be able to get back to you right away, but give him like a day or so, and he'll get back to you and let you know. Like next week on Thursday, I'll have.
Have you seen the Model 2? It looks so much better than the Model 1, dude. I
For the
asked him
frame
like
locks?
what?
For the frame locks?
Yeah, it's a different design. It's a sheep's foot, dude. It
Oh
looks
yeah,
so good.
yeah. I did see that.
And he has one with like abalone or something. I messaged him. I was like, dude, when are these available? Like, this is what I want. I don't want the Model 1. Like, I want this sheep's foot thing. It looks so good.
Let me pull it up really quick.
Yeah, pull that up if you can. The Model 1 is the American Rask. Really, Joe? I don't know. I don't know. The last one I had was a liner lock. It was like a version 5. And I don't know. I just had some issues. But you guys know me. I get the lemons all day, every day. He replaced it even. And then that one was the opposite. He's a great dude. Michael Martin, I think his name is. Awesome dude. But yeah, I want the Model 2, man. Keep going down. There's one with abalone. It will stand out. Trust me. And it's a sheep's foot blade.
It'd be a blade show.
Yep. Yeah, there'll be a blade show. Yeah, I had to like scroll all the way back to find this Model 2, and I'm like, dude, this.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't do.
There's a picture of one, but keep going, you'll see.
Yeah, there's one. He might have multiple pictures in this one. I'm wondering why he didn't drop more though, like and continue.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if he thinks the Model 1 is more people's speed. I don't know. I would go back and look for that abalone one, man. It's so freaking sexy.
Like this looks really cool. It's completely different.
Yeah, no, it is. That's why it's
here we go.
the Model 2 or whatever. Yeah, look at that. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
look at that. And even like the edges, like the frame looks completely different. It's chamfered
Yeah.
all the way around. You can
I
see
don't
it's
know.
like contoured almost.
I just think it's sexier. I don't know. It's
Yes,
me,
it
but
looks really good. I personally like the drop point blade a lot, but I do prefer a farther dropping tip on my drop point. So I think that sheep's foot looks amazing.
right.
I think it looks great.
Yeah, that's the thing with drop points these days. Like I want like this is one of the best knives like ever, right? The Rosie, but like I just want a sheep's foot version. I want one with a lower tip.
Yeah,
Like that would
I
be
know what you
perfect
mean.
for me.
I know exactly what you mean. That's how I feel too. I love a good drop point, and that's why I always advocate for like a spear point too, because a
Yeah,
spear
that
point
works.
you're guaranteed at the very least it's at a perfect point, like
Right.
where it's not too high, and then you also you can poke with it and things like that, but um, with a lot of drop points, some of them go down like the Chris Reeves. They go down far enough, but a lot of drop points they like to be up higher than the center of the pivot. This just looks crazy to me. It almost
Yeah.
looks fake, doesn't it?
Yeah, that looks crazy. That
It
looks like
looks
it's
fake.
plastic or
Looks
something.
fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. It almost looks like a marshmallow. But yeah, he's doing cool things. What is this one? Come on. Model 1, wait, Model 1s and 3s, Model 2s. I don't know which one it is with all that. Oh, it's another one of these crazies. Man, that flipper tab looks nuts.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people, Chris, like the Model 1 better. Um, that's more of a, I think, just a normal knife for people. I just personally like sheep's feet,
I like them
sheep's
both.
feet a lot better.
I like them both for sure. Just, a little bit different, but like when I had the choice, I went with the spear point with the Magna Cut from Transparent Knives. I think this is just
Yeah,
sexy as fuck. I
dude,
love it.
that looks sick. I wish I would have. I wish I would know that guy so I could have got one. It
Well,
looks
he's
so
going to
good.
be doing them. The
I
thing
know.
is that he has to make sure that they're going to be universally fitted, so that, and so far mine is perfect. So that's a good sign that he's going to be, because remember, he didn't get my scales, he didn't get anything. Oh, I
Right.
forgot to tell you fucks. They just dropped. Hopefully they're still in stock, because I should have told you guys 2 days ago. My set should be here like tomorrow or the next day or whenever, but the titanium original goat
OGs.
scales are in. You can use my discount code and get like 15% off or some shit. Use my discount code Neevesknives.
Let's
Or
go
maybe it's
find
just
out.
Neeves. If you go into my original goat video, I have the link, and you can use the link, and the code is right below it or right by it. But
Uh,
they have solid scales. I think they even do some milled if you want. I think it might be a little bit more money, but they have some titanium scales right now. So, and back spacers. I got some, and with my, and I was so stupid. I didn't even use my own discount code. What
are
an
these
idiot.
titanium though? These look like they're G10 or something.
Um, which one? Here, I'll pull them up.
Yeah, I'm trying to find them because I'd probably order some if they had titanium, but I
Oh, they
don't.
do. I already ordered them.
I know, but are they still in stock?
Well, they said that they were kind of putting them out, like they weren't like advertising them a lot, because they're trying to, like divvy them out a little bit. Let me just.
Which one do you have there? The one with the nuts, they're
This
called?
is the aluminum ones on there right now.
Yeah, see, this is aluminum, which honestly,
What the hell?
aluminum's fine. Like,
Yeah, it is. It is. Why
I don't even
can't
know if you need that. Here's
I?
aluminum
Or
and the buff
why can't
aluminum.
I find?
Aluminum.
Why can't I find the damn site right now?
This is $100 for matching color coded knife scales and backspacer.
All
Doesn't
right.
even say if it's titanium or not. Ah, this is aluminum. Yeah, I don't think they have the Thai ones right now.
Well, the when I checked, I think it was like right on.
I'm sure
That's
if you found out, then everybody else found out. Somebody posted about it if it was 2 days ago.
Yeah, it
You
was a
know?
couple of days ago, but this isn't it. Why can't I
I
find
still
the
think
site?
carbonized makes the best scales. These fat carbon scales, or I have the 80s fat carbon or
Oh wow, that
camo
looks
carbon.
crazy. I haven't seen those.
Yeah, I
That
love
looks
this
yeah.
shit. And what's cool about it is it makes the knife like it's light as fuck. You know what I mean? And the knife modder's coated this one. So I got the sheep's foot coated. Then I got the clip coated. And then I got the
Really?
one with the Arctic.
Yeah, I see the titanium scales right here.
Show it. Let me see
Hold on,
that shit.
I'll pull it up. Hang on one second. Let me I mean I see them on their normal screen, so scales and more.
You mean the picture of him?
Yeah, I know. I'm checking to make sure it's still there.
Stasa's in the house. What's up, Stasa? Yeah, he is the shit, dude.
Oh,
Carbonize is the bomb. I've had, I think, 5 or 6 sets now from him. I've had one set have an issue. It
fucking
like
pop
just
up,
messed the
man.
centering all up. And but he said you could send them back, whatever. But other than that, they're all just flawless. Like they're just so good.
Yeah, they might be not. I don't
Fucking
know if they're
shit.
sold out or they pulled them back for a minute because I'm not seeing them on the sales screen. Wait, what is this?
I thought this stuff was ugly too at first, and now I'm like in love with it.
Fat carbon?
No, this specific 80s one with all the
Oh,
crazy
right.
colors. I just didn't like how shiny it is. You see that kind of shine to it there?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just don't love
I think
that,
it looks
but
kind of cool, man. You know what it
yeah,
reminds me of? It reminds me of a
of the 80s.
graffiti. That's what it reminds me of, like a graffitied wall. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. It reminds me of a pillow I had when I was a kid. We had a pillow with this color scheme on it, like
Shout
disco
out to
type
Stasa
shit.
23.
What's that carbon fiber name? It's literally called 80s camo carbon, I think makes it camo carbon. It's called 80s carbon.
How much were they?
I think I paid 120 for the scales. He didn't have the material to do a backspacer, so I just got black G10. Normally it's like 140, I think, for the scales and the backspacer to match. And
Make sure you
then
guys are following Stasa 23. Awesome channel.
you got to get skiff bearings to go in them because they're way
That's
better.
one thing I haven't
Trust me.
gotten yet was the
You
skiffs
got
for
it.
mine. I tried to fit
You
some
got
of
to
the
do it.
ones I had, but they were just a little too big.
Yeah, no, you got to use them. It's a specific size. It's 6 millimeter, 1 millimeter.
6 millimeter, 1 millimeter. Okay, I'll remember
Yeah.
that.
Use my code Leftyedc. Get 10% off skiff bearings.
What about for Gillian's?
He doesn't make those
He doesn't make them that
size.
small. Okay.
I love Christopher, but I've had an issue lately with like they're just seizing up. I just haven't been using Gillian's anymore. I just use skiffs
Really?
now. Yeah. I
I
hate
haven't
saying
had.
that, but like it's just been the case.
Okay, no, hey, you got to say it if it's the case.
Yeah.
I haven't had that happen, but I remember hearing you say something about it before, and then him saying you said that he said that happens over time or something.
Yeah. I
I
think
don't know why.
Calica was the one who told me about that. Like you
What
have to
about
clean them every once in a while. Take them out and like put alcohol and
yeah,
like free them up.
yeah.
But that kind of stuff. I don't want to have to do that every,
Well, wouldn't
whatever.
the skiffs do the same thing eventually?
They never do. No.
They just
They're
haven't.
just like perfectly fit. I don't know. They must make them differently. I don't know.
Can I ask you something though? Was it
No.
on the white and
I'm
black
just
salt and
kidding.
pepper bearings, or
Yeah.
just it's
Yeah.
only happened to you on the salt and peppers?
Yeah.
Do you think that possibly maybe the white bearings, maybe that's why they don't make solid white bearing bearings?
I don't know. Could be. I
Huh.
also think he told me when I sent him a few sets, what he said when he sent them back was
Fucking
if the
lefty.
bearing race isn't correct, then it can cause that issue. It can seize the bearings. Basically, what I've been doing ever since then is whenever I swap bearings in a knife, I take the washers out and I flip them over so you get a fresh washer, and that new bearing can then create a new race on that on that washer, so it's not running on the same race that the stock bearings were. Because what if they're different?
Right.
So I've
Yeah.
been doing that and haven't had issues. So I wonder if maybe like it could have just been I was seizing them up by putting them in another knife. I don't know.
If
I
you have a
just have
washer,
had
you can flip it. That's one thing. If you have the washer in there, you know how sometimes you'll take it out and the washer will have a track on it.
yeah.
Just flip it.
That's what I just said.
I didn't hear you say flip it. Sorry.
Yeah, I take it and I flip it to a fresh side, so then
Oh, I got you.
it can put a new track in.
Damn, and you subscribed. Oh, Lefty didn't even hit the like button. Damn it.
I gotta go. What I gotta go over here and hit the like button.
Yeah,
Right,
you
I'll
got
do
to on
it.
your way
I'll do it.
in.
I'll do it. Bang, 101, baby.
Yeah.
101.
Have you tried? I think you did. You try the conspirator yet?
I just ordered 2.
Nice.
From White Mountain Knives. They're sending me 2 of them.
So I
ordered
do have a 5% discount code with Civivi on them, but
Oh,
you
yeah?
can just get them at White Mountain Knives and save 10% off using Lefty's
So-
discount code or mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome knife. I did notice though that off the bat, in my opinion, the what's the other one? The all black one I have. Just the flipper
Cogent?
version, the Cogent.
I hate that knife.
Okay, so the Cogent seemed like it had a better flipping action off the bat.
Oh,
But now that I've had this one for a little bit, I think
broken.
and now, man, the action is just so good. The action
Yeah.
is great, but it's just the flipping detent. It was great. It was good, but it's improved.
Everybody's
gotten
probably out of them at this point, guys. That's what happens with their knives. They sell quick.
So quick.
But if you can, order them from a dealer, not Civivi. No offense to Jared's code, but like
no, I always say that too.
yeah, because at least you're supporting an American business that way.
Also, they actually charge a little bit more sometimes on their site, and then the 5% is just what you're going to pay anyways. That's why I almost never even link it, to be honest, because it doesn't make sense. So yeah,
I mean, I get it, but like,
well, if you can't get it anywhere else, right? That's then
if you have no option, I totally get it. But like, if I can avoid going directly through a Chinese company to order a Chinese knife, I will. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm like I obviously have Chinese knives. I'm just saying you can support an American business.
As much as you can. Even with some of the products from overseas, like you can make sure the designers USA. You can there's lots of different ways to do it. And then even sometimes the knives, some of the parts and materials are coming from the USA. There's lots of ways to make sure you're making it to where it's as even as possible.
Right. It's not, it doesn't make it the best, but like at least it's something. I don't know.
Right. Well, the way I look at
it.
Well, there's all the other ways to look at it too, right? Like the mailman, the company selling it, the designer, the people that work for the company that are in the USA that they employ. There's lots of different ways to look at it. Like even if you look at like Tuya, right, with Dave Warren, right? His family is supported by it. He has designs with them.
Right.
And when he goes to blade shows and things like that, there's lots of ways to look at it where you can support the USA with your purchase if you're going to buy an overseas knife. Okay, sweetheart. Good night. Love you. Love you, Mom. Sweet dreams. Have a good night. What do you call a knife that's not yours? Your funeral. I call it Lefty's design. That's what I call it.
I don't get that joke. Yeah, dude, I'm loving this knife. I was really happy when it came out of the box.
You should be. You should be very proud of it. It's a great knife. And like I was saying earlier, I don't think I got to really explain it good enough, but I can tell that this is a knife because I have a huge collection, right? So there's specific knives in my collection that wind up in the pocket all the time, way over everything else. They're just those knives. I can tell this is one of those knives that I would constantly grab over other knives, and it's because of multiple reasons. One, the clip works great in and out of the pocket, so I don't have to worry about fucking up my jeans or my pockets. Next, it's comfortable in my hand, so when I'm cutting with it, it's not something I'm like getting annoyed by. 2, the blade shape and grind works really good for everything that I need to do EDC purpose wise. 3 or 4, it's fun to fidget with. So it crosses all the boxes that I like in a knife to carry, because one of those checks, one of those points can literally take a knife out of my pocket. And because another knife, I have so many, another knife will replace it. But it's always great when a knife checks all those boxes. And I know it, like, after having it, like I said, right when I got it, I put it right in the pocket. And ever since, like, it's been very easy. And I do that sometimes with other knives, and it's not easy. Like, I'll be carrying a knife for a few days to do a review, and I can't wait to switch it. Like, I never once thought while I had this knife, like, oh man, I wish I had this other knife, or man, I wish and it was never like that, which tells me right away that this is one that I would constantly carry.
Well, I'm glad you like it, because your bitch ass wouldn't talk to me for a week after you got it. This fucker, man.
Did you see the whiteboard?
Yeah, I saw the whiteboard, dude. That was ridiculous. I knew that no soul shit got to you, but I didn't know it was that bad.
Do you guys have the
That's
knife
good.
or a coin superstition in the U.S.? Do you guys have
the knife for a coin superstition?
What is that?
What is the knife for a coin superstition?
I don't know what that is.
Hopefully he tells us.
Knife?
Yeah, QSP made it, guys. They killed it, man. I honestly, what I call it is 90% Riot. That's what I call it. It's not quite there. I'm not gonna go and say it's Riot level, but no, it's
between. It's like a mixture of Kaiser and Tucson.
Don't say that. Don't do that. No, but like, but if it was Riot, then it would be $300 and whatever dollars. Like, and that's why we're able to do it for $270, $280. Even though you thought that was high, which I think it's low.
It's on the higher end of things, just because. Like,
but are you saying like on the higher end, like compared to like a Kaiser knife and a if you're looking at other
Mr.
What's up, dude?
Go and follow his Instagram so you can stay up to date with what he's doing. He is doing amazing designs.
He'll be on the live tomorrow. Jared will be on. It'll be fun. But if you look at other brands like us and look at pricing, I think we're on the lower end, is what I'm getting at.
Where I was talking about, like on the higher end, is I was looking at it like there's
materials and everything.
Well, the materials and everything, but also the thought of all the knives that are out. And when you look, so many people justify it, and I'm not saying they should do this, right? But they'll justify it like, oh, well, this company has this materials and blah, blah, blah for this much. Mm-hmm. So then they'll look over here at this one and it's a little more, same material, same everything. So they'll say like, oh, well, that one's high priced. And I'm just saying like that, in putting it into those considerations, like it's on the higher end. But like I said, I still think it's worth it. I still think it's well worth it, but it is on the higher end. It's high as giraffe pussy.
I don't know. Obviously I don't think it's high because I know the pricing and what we're being charged and everything. But if you compare it to like a Kaiser knife or a knife made by the manufacturer, it's going to be more expensive just because. Like you're talking about them making it and then us having to make money. So it just adds more.
Well, I said that I said it too. You got to consider there's 2 designers plus the company.
Right. So, well, we didn't. Yeah. I mean, we didn't price it based on us each making money. Like we're just taking the money and putting it into more knives. Like we're not even we're not paying ourselves anything.
Okay.
And at this point we've just lost money, but anyway, I get what you're saying. I just wanted to bring it up.
No, for sure. And I think it's good to explain that stuff because a lot of people don't understand exactly how it works, including myself, because I haven't had a knife design yet. So, I'm still ignorant to it too. Yeah.
But I mean,
I don't know what I know from looking at other knives.
If you look at like EMP, EDC or something, these are like 280, 290. Similar materials. I'd say ours has the bolster lock and carbon fiber or whatever. It's a little bit more machining and stuff, but he has the frag, so maybe the same. But if you look at like Riot made stuff sold by a
Yeah,
designer
that's
like
definitely
this.
higher. Yeah.
This is 330.
Yeah.
You know, you see these at 350. Like Jake's
Thanks,
knife,
Blades and
the
Evises.
Avant was 300. So that's where I'm coming from. Like, we're under that. So that's my argument. I'm not saying you're arguing. I'm just saying.
Starting out is stressful, but all the
Yeah.
support is awesome thanks to the community. Yeah, the community is definitely
Yeah, dude.
awesome to have backing you up, and you're doing awesome stuff. So I have no doubt you won't have all the
I
support
love
you
my
need.
numbles.
Please
Oh,
ask
he
Lefty
explained it.
if there's a
Oh.
secret ball sack engraving on the inside of the frame. Inquiring minds want to know.
No.
So
No,
is
man.
there an Easter egg? Nut sack?
No,
Easter egg?
man.
Oh, man.
So my thing is I hate billboarding, right? So we've taken every step. This doesn't even have a steel marking on it.
I noticed
The
that.
only marking on this knife is that pivot, and it's going to come with an extra set of hardware, and the pivot will be blank on that. So you
So
can
you're not
swap
even
it.
gonna put the steel at all? Not even a tiny little.
Nope, nothing. There's no
Wow.
marking anywhere.
What,
I
you
mean,
don't
you'll
even want
know
to
the
put it on the
steel because
inside?
it'll.
Like on the
Nope.
inside of the scale? Why wouldn't you? Like, to me, I mean, personally,
I
this is
just
just
don't
my
want anything on
opinion.
it.
I understand. My personal opinion is I think having the steel it can be important because of reselling things, and I know you can always look things up, and it's
I mean,
so
people are
easy
just
now.
you ask me any knife I own, I'm gonna tell you what the steel is.
I know that. And
So,
I,
and
I
you
guess
can
I'm
look
thinking of 100 years from now, right? I'll grant you pass it down to your great
you can look it
grandkids, and
up.
you say, "This is my first design,"
You can go to
and
devoknives.com and look it up. It says 20 CV.
they can't
Packaging
find it
might have
because
it on
at
there.
that time it's buried by all this other fucking bullshit.
Listen, man,
I'm just
I'm
saying.
Jared, I'm a trendsetter. So you're gonna start seeing all these knives come out with no steel marking. I'm
There you
just
go.
kidding. I just didn't want it. I don't know. And I said they could put it on the inside if they felt like it on the scale. They didn't. And I'm like, I don't really care if it's there or not. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, and another thing, like that is a thing too. That I couldn't tell you how many times I'll get a knife in, and I'll have to contact the owner and be like, "What steel is this?" Because it doesn't tell me the steel, and then it takes me an extra 2 hours to start sharpening the damn thing. Now I
Right.
gotta wait till the next day. Now I'm backed up a week, all
I'll think
because
about
Lefty
it.
didn't want to put the
Put
fucking.
it on the tank. I don't want it anywhere. I don't want it here. I don't want it here. I don't want it when it's open where you can see it. So that makes it really hard to put it anywhere on the blade.
But I mean, I understand not wanting a big branding, big logos, big this, but just like the way Civivi does it, like just that a little tiny, that doesn't hurt nothing, and it's the steel, so I don't think that hurts anything. Like honestly, you can't even fucking see that shit. Let's see if my camera's good enough to pick it up.
You guys wouldn't have cared at all if it didn't come up. You would have never even thought about it.
Shout out
it's
to
20
the Bang
CV.
Gang Squad, and we got a new
I'll think
member,
about it, though.
Andrew. Thank you
If
for
enough
becoming a
people
new
wanna-
member, Andrew. I do appreciate it.
When you take the blade off, put it there. Yeah, but if you're taking the knife apart, you could have just looked it up. Like,
Well,
I
sometimes,
don't know. Like,
sometimes
if you
the knives
own the
come.
knife, you know your
Sometimes they come in
steel.
different steels, though. Sometimes
You
you don't know.
You know what your knife is, though.
Well, like
You know
Chris
what I mean?
Reeve, right? It could be S35. It could be S45.
So what? I know which one I bought.
Not you. I'm saying the sharpener, the person buying it, or what about the person buying it? I don't have
Just
I
put a
don't
note in
have
there.
like think about somebody selling it, right? I'm saying like when you do different steels and stuff. What if you come out with this exact same model and it comes out next year in LMAX, right? Somebody's selling the version and they're telling everybody this is the LMAX version, but it's not. Just a thought.
I'll think about it.
No,
Look,
I don't give
Friedman
a shit.
says he doesn't care, but he's the
as long
only
as
one.
it only comes in that steel,
Everybody else cares.
I think if you have different like steels with that same exact model, I think then it's kind of important.
All right. Well, we'll think about it. Looks like people care. I don't know.
Yeah, that is a good place. I agree with Mr. Designs. I actually kind of like that. I don't know why, but like
I don't like it
right
because
there,
I can see it. I hate that.
But it's
and I can only see part of it, and then I open it, and then it's in there. I just don't like billboarding anywhere.
Just do it like fucking Hinder, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slap it on the side. Maybe I'll ask them to just drop it on the inside of the scale or something. If you guys care that much, maybe we'll put Devo and 20 CV in there. I don't know. I
If you
just
got a
don't like
single ball sack, it's M390. If you got a double ball sack, it's
like if you got a card or a piece of whatever that came with the knife and it had it on there. Like if somebody sends you the knife for sharpening, then you're gonna put it in the pouch and it'll have it in there. Like I don't know.
Yeah, if you still have all that stuff, how many times do you see people selling this stuff and say, "I don't
Look,
have none of this stuff. I don't
look
have
at
the card. I
A
don't have
Biddle
the sack."
says if you send it in for sharpening, it should have a note anyway. Don't do it, Lefty. See, look.
I need to make a collection library of all the knives I
I
have and their important
really
details.
should do
I really should do this. Yeah, especially if you start buying Leftyedc's designs.
You guys are
hide
brutal,
it
man.
around the pivot like Spider Code do with their sprint runs.
I don't know. I thought, and then I was like, you know what? It'd be kind of cool not to have anything on the knife anywhere. Like, I don't know. And now I'm like,
That's
you know
true.
what?
Should
Maybe
have
I'm
a
going to
note.
do that.
That's true. They should definitely have a note. Sometimes people they'll send a note, then they won't send all the information.
Here's
or
the
they forget
question,
the
guys.
damn note.
Would you not buy the knife because the marking's not on there? Now
No,
that you
I'd
know
still buy
that,
it.
would you
I'd still
not buy it?
Yeah, I'd still buy it in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even think twice about that.
You think you will buy one, Jared?
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one.
Cool.
Jared gets to see. Yes, thank you. Here's a link to Lefty's
Thanks,
channel.
Bruce.
Definitely go and follow his channel. We're gonna have Mr. Designs on his channel tomorrow night's live. I'll sub if he agrees to mark the steel. I will still buy it, but I would prefer to have the steel marking. Everybody's gonna start punching theirs.
If you love a knife, put your name on it.
I do. Kyle, I agree. I do appreciate the clean design.
But
I do like
prefer
that.
it to be
A lot
inside.
of times,
I know.
like, I hate it when I see knives. Like, unless if there's certain knives, like USA made knives, I don't mind it so much with a little bit of logo.
I literally hate anything
I don't like it
on
when
my
it's too
knife.
much.
Like it doesn't bug me all that much when like it's on the
If
side
it's
of the
like
knife or something.
USA,
But how much
better?
better does this look? Like with no marking on it, the knife
Yeah, no, I
just
agree.
looks good. Like Oz Machine Company, he puts that little and then it hides when you open it. He puts that little thing right here that has the number and
Yeah,
stuff. But
yeah. That's
this
kinda
knife,
cool,
this
though.
doesn't have the steel on it anywhere either.
This
So
has the Van X on it. Van
is it?
X.
Oh, that's in Van X?
Yes, sir.
That's sweet.
This
Dude.
thing is a sword, though, man. I love it. It's literally a small sword.
You seen this thing from Best Tech? It's a lefty, the Escra.
I've never tried it, but I've seen them though.
It's actually a pretty good knife.
Yeah, do
the
the
Microtech building.
Microtech.
See, I hate that shit.
That's like
Stasa.
beyond crazy. That's like SOG level.
That's for you, bro. The Scout. I know you love this thing. I think you
guys better be following Stasa 23. That's all I gotta say. If anything, if you do anything tonight, make sure you're following Stasa 23.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I love his content. I watch all of it.
me too. All of it. I don't miss any of it.
Did you get a new intro, Stasa? It was like I was watching Game of Thrones when I watched that video today.
Kara even she's in the background. She's like, what is that? I said, that's Stasa.
I loved it. I was like, whoa.
I love the Scout. I need that blade shape.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
this thing is sick.
I tried one time
lefty,
from somebody's collection.
It's not mine.
All right, cute. What do you call
Later.
a knife with no tip? A razor. You can pay for a billboard free Microtech. No shit. I didn't know that.
Can't.
I never heard of that. Did you ever hear of that?
Like directly from I guess maybe if you get one like as a through their military program or LEO program.
Yeah.
But you can't like reach out to them with your Microtech and be like, hey, can you take off the billboarding?
Can you just erase this for me?
That billboarding goes to Tony Marfione's little castle or whatever. You see, I saw his podcast. I watched 5 minutes and wanted to hurl and stop watching.
Dude,
horrible.
Man.
It was like watching Cribs. It was so bad.
I've gotten some of the most craziest comments. Like I've gotten in this dispute about cutting paper on one of my videos. So I did a video, or I did multiple shorts where I was sharpening a knife from dull to sharp, and then I'd cut some paper, I'd cut paper towels, and I'd cut a hair and stuff like that, whittle hair, whatever. Well, somebody comes in, like I've gotten like 100 comments of, you shouldn't cut paper with your edge, it only dulls it. Like, oh, way to go, dull your edge on some paper. And I'm like, oh man, guys, you guys realize this isn't like just pure stainless Pakistani steel, right? You guys get that? Like, it's paper's okay for this. And it's like, you see this type of steel. I even say it like I'm sharpening 4V or whatever. And
But
so
who
I got in this
cares?
dispute.
Do whatever you want.
No, I know, but I get in this dispute with this person saying how it dulls your edge. And it's like, anything dulls your edge, but when your knife, right, can cut, say, hundreds of feet of cardboard before it'll stop cleanly
Right.
cutting paper. What do you think a couple cuts of paper is doing to it, especially when you have a strop next to you?
That's what I was going to say. You just cut it and then strop it once and you're
right.
back to normal.
Yeah. And like I had multiple people in there so I wound up making a video on does cutting paper dull your knife? Right. And I just basically said that if you have like super simple steels, then it might affect it. I said, but when you have some of these very premium steels, it barely does anything. And the amount of paper it would take to start affecting your edge is so much that you really don't worry about it. And then I get a bunch of other comments like, it actually does affect your edge. And it's like, yeah, no shit, man. But like on such a microscopic level that nobody cares. Like nobody's going around with their K390 and fucking worrying about paper. Like, what are we talking about?
Colton, dude, either your jokes just aren't funny or I don't get them at all. Just saying. I love you, dude.
Thank you for the 2 bones. Mattress Wizard says oxygen.
I do agree they over-advertise.
Right. Yes, just oxygen will dull your edge. Just cutting through the air. Just if your knife is this job shutty, it's going to go dull eventually.
Actually,
you're just screaming through air.
It will, dude. Like,
I know.
Now,
I know. That's why I stop it every time I let it drop shut.
This knife, if I cut paper with it, will go dull immediately.
Right.
It is dull.
I think that's people's perception.
Like, I looked at it and it's dull.
Right. When your perception is that, then yeah, of course, you probably don't want to sit around and cut paper after sharpening your edge because the steel is so soft. You don't want to cut anything until you have to cut something. And then, you sacrificed your edge just now cutting that thing.
When your knife came dull, it was dull. Like, right. That's how it is.
Sounds like you need to cut paper with M390 until you... Right. I'm on the verge. And I even said it in the comment. I said, so how many pieces of paper you think I could get away with if it'll cut this much cardboard before it'll stop shaving paper cleanly in a 1-inch section? How many pieces of paper could I cut with the entire blade? 3,000? 5,000? 10,000? What? What's the number? Because it's so fucking high, it'll be very hard to guess. Like, you're not going to be able to say, 300. Of course not, because it can cut 300 feet of cardboard. So what are we talking about? That Screaming Eagle knife is the shit.
Yeah.
Motorcycle,
that thing is
motorcycle, biker, knife person.
Bang. I call it the bald eagle riding a motorcycle scalpel knife, actually.
Which work sharp stone holder do you prefer, the metal one versus the plastic one? For sure, the 3D printed one. And the reason why is because the Gritomatic one, the aluminum one, it actually has a little bit of movement, and you actually feel that. And if you're planning on doing mirror edges, it'll affect it and it'll make it a little bit harder. Now you could do it, you can get by if that's what you have. It's okay. But if you have the decision, the plastic one doesn't have no movement at all. It's like, because there's nothing to move. So the aluminum one, the 2 parts move a little bit. So Lefty, do you have any stories for tonight? Because we have story time in 1 minute.
Oh God.
Think of a good story. Think of a good story. Think
I'm
of
not a good storyteller.
High school story. You got some stories. High school story.
Just not good at it, man. The last time I was here, I told the story about me punching that kid, which was.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good story.
But I don't have any other ones. I don't know. I'm not.
You got any of you getting
You're the
punched in the
story
head?
guy, man.
How about you?
What?
You getting punched in the head?
I got beat up by a cop once, but
okay, we'll do that one then. I'll say all kinds of
we'll
shit
do that
there.
one.
Just
all right, we'll do that one.
my trolls in the comments. Every comment they make, I try to add in the video when possible. And damn, it's fun. That's hilarious. I love it. Dull knives can be and still do work. Got a whole drawer full of them in the kitchen. Right. And it's crazy to think like that when you take a knife fresh off the stone and it's like precision sharp and you slice a piece of paper that like it's you all. I mean, of course, anything you cut is dulling your edge technically, but it's like kind of like having a brand new pair of shoes and then bitching because you took 2 steps, right? It's like you're just wearing your shoes out. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? These things are made to walk in. This thing's made to cut. Unlike your whatever knife, this is actually made to cut stuff. Let's go, Brandon, you pussy. But free is free. I gave away
I just can't think of stories. I'm not shy.
No, we want the beat up by a cop story.
Yeah, I can tell that one if you want.
All right. I got a couple of those myself.
Yeah, this was when I was a minor, so I guess it's okay to tell.
Yeah, I got some as minors too.
Yeah.
All right, so we are at story time, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't forget, we got to give away those knives too.
Yeah, we'll do it. You want to just do that now, and then we'll do the story time?
Whatever you want to do, man.
All right, cool, so we're going to do the giveaway really quick, and then we are going to go to story time. We have 154 people in here. You want to go in the back chat, the private chat, and we have 154 people in here, so we'll say then don't start the number. Wait until you see start. So do not start yet. The number is going to be between 0 and 200. Pick the number.
Okay.
Between 0 and 200, and this one is for Lefty's knife. He's going to pick a number, and then you guys, whoever's the closest to it without passing it. Okay, so whoever's the closest number without passing it, or if you can land on it or be one under it or whatever, whoever's the closest to it. And I see the number, and then I'm going to, once I push start, you can start. Everybody who's commented a number already, you're already kicked out. So you're disqualified. Every one of you.
It's like everybody.
Yeah, everybody's disqualified. Lefty gets to keep the knife. All right, get ready, set.
All right. He's kidding, guys. You can guess one more time, but
it's crazy. Too bad you guys started commenting already. You guys might have already had it, but you wouldn't know.
As long as it was after the start.
Know, would you? All right,
we got we got 2 already that are good.
And remember, you can only comment one time, guys. You guys can only comment one time. Don't keep commenting numbers because otherwise this will go on for a year. Comment one time. Your second comment will not count.
0 to 200, I think, Brian.
Yep, 0 to 200.
So if 2 people win, we could just give them each a knife. Call it even.
Well, I see one that's like damn near on the money.
Yeah, I see 2 with that same number. So
okay.
Just saying. Don't guess twice.
All right, so everybody should have commented by now. I'm going to put stop in the chat, and we are going to stop. Okay, no more comments after the stop.
All right, yeah, I saw 2 people with 121. They were really
close, right? Just keep looking and see if you see anybody that actually got it.
Nobody did. I mean, I scrolled through. I didn't see anybody who got it.
Okay, if nobody
got
it.
The number was 122, guys.
Yeah.
I see John Allison. Oh, no, that was right before start. Hold on.
No, there was one right after it.
Yeah, maybe it was just the one then. Let's see.
I see another one. So, John
feel like it shifted. John Allison,
John Allison got it.
Yeah, he said it, and then Will B. They both were
exactly.
right there. 121. So we got two guys who were right there.
John
so what do
Allison
we do?
is the winner.
Why? Because he was first?
Yeah.
Even though they guessed the same thing?
Yeah, but he did it after, so whoever's the closest.
That's fair. No, your rules, dude. Your rules.
Well, that's how it should. It's a race, right? So John contacts Lefty, and now we're gonna do mine.
Hold on, let me put my
put
my email in the chat. Oh shit, I can't comment in here? What the fuck is this? Hold on. I gotta go to YouTube and do it.
All right, we got one more giveaway. Now, the next one, you're going to have a choice. You can pick between the prototype, a Vosteed prototype, the Vosteed Bellamy, but it used to be a Detalith Bellamy.
There you go.
The same knife, just a couple little tiny changes. Or you can pick the new Kaiser original. And
that's all right, John. You put in the same number. You guessed the same number twice, I think. And one was before start. So you're all right.
Yeah. No,
email me. I just put my email in. Email me and we'll sort it out. Just send me your address. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so you got the choice between the Kaiser original. You can take I don't care which one you take. You can take the black or the green one, whichever coated one you want. Or you could choose the Bellamy. Okay, so same rules apply. This time, I'm going to give it, we'll do.
Cool,
you see the
John.
number?
Cool, John.
All right, so when I push start in the chat, you can start between 0 and 100. Only one guess.
0 and 100 this time?
Or sorry, 0 and 200. I'm sorry. Okay. 0 and 200. Only one guess without passing the number. So whoever's the closest to it, and the first one that's the closest to the number, and get set.
Don't guess yet. Jesus. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. They're rule breakers.
That's all right.
All right.
All right, there's the start. Somebody guessed Kaiser.
That would be funny if that was the answer, right? How did they know?
That's who's buying all your views. Kaiser.
Yeah. Kaiser's hooking it up.
Oh, I got one. Dead on.
Got nuts. It? All right, everybody stop. I'm pushing stop into the chat. All right. Dead nuts.
Nailed it, bro. Fox 507.
Fox 507.
You see it?
Not yet. I'm going up. Oh, yep, I see it. Fox 507, number 57 was the number. Okay, so Fox, hit me up on Instagram or on my email. Here is, well, maybe one of the mods can put in my email, jrneve@gmail.com. Or if you have an Instagram, Fox, hit me up on Instagram. That's the best way to contact me. Just send me your address and obviously which knife you want. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. And guys, don't forget that huge knife sale's coming up. It's open to the public, open to everybody. That's not my collection, but it's a lot of badass blades, guys. You guys are not going to want to miss that video. I'm probably going to honestly have to do it in 2 videos because it's a lot, man. It's hard to do all that many in one video.
Send me a pre-shot. So I can pick some stuff.
There you go. So let's get this story rolling. You can always tell that a lot of people come in with multiple devices because as soon as the giveaway's over, like 20 people leave. And right when it starts, it goes from like 140 to like 180. And then all of a sudden it goes right back to 140.
But how does multiple devices help?
They just use their girlfriend's phone.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's a different account. Gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha. Same person, different account. Hey, whatever it takes. Shit, I ain't.
Yeah, dude. It's all good. All right. You want this story?
Yeah, let's take the story.
Let me wipe my glasses down. So this one goes back in the day to when I was.
And I'll tell a little bit of a similar story, but go ahead.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
I was 17, and I was on the drugs. You know what I mean? And I was trying to get me something, and I went down to the city. I live in Pennsylvania. I live outside of Philly, and of course, that's where you went. You would go down to the city, and you go down to 3rd and Indiana, get your shit, right? And I went down with a buddy, picked him up, and had my little Mazda 6 that my dad bought. It's a little white Mazda 6. You know how it is. And we drive down the block, 2 white kids, in our car. We're looking like some high school, like whatever. Yeah, good old Kensington. You know the spot, Lewis. And he's local. And so, of course, we stand out like a sore thumb driving a white Mazda, and we're like 2 preppy-looking white kids down in the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we go to the corner, we do our thing. We go to the corner, we park, and I don't know if you guys have ever bought, and dude comes out to your window. He's like, "What you want?" Right? You tell him what you want, and then he walks away. He yells something to somebody. Some dude comes running out of a garage, does a backflip, and like runs down the street. He throws his hands up. Some other dude comes out of a garbage can, does a front flip, right? And then he goes over to a car hubcap, lifts something up.
Yeah.
He comes by. 3rd dude rides by on the skateboard and snags it and chucks it in the window because you already gave the cash to the first guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I know how it goes.
It's like a fucking circus.
Yeah.
So we get the shit, we drive out of there, and we get down to Broad Street, which is the main street in Philly, and we turn on, and we're like, that's usually where you're like, we got out of there.
Yeah.
Good.
We're safe.
You know what I mean?
Safe.
So you start doing your thing. You know what I mean? I'm driving and I'm like fucking around with this baggie and shit. And all of a sudden, this freaking Ford Escort pulls in front of us and comes in on like a diagonal and just stops in front of us. And I had to hit the brakes. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, what is, as soon as I saw it, I was like, fuck. Because I knew it was a Ford. I'm like, fuck cops, right? 3 cops jump out of the car, and they're all wearing like this fucking Vice. Like they got like the chain.
Jump out boys.
They got the chain badge on and shit.
Yep. Jump out
They got like vests on and shit. And they come running up, and they like storm the car. Of course, adrenaline's kicking in, all this shit. And as soon as I saw them pull up, your first instinct as an idiot is eat it, right? Like, it's like, eat it. So I'm like, and luckily it was only like 1 fucking bag. It wasn't like 12 because I was poor and just trying to get a fix. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I got cottonmouth like a motherfucker because I'm sober, right? I'm hurting.
Right.
And I got cottonmouth like a bitch. So I'm like trying to like swallow this thing and I can't, which is good because fuck knows if I had swallowed it, like could have killed me.
Was it that big of a bag?
No, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was like a $10 bag, It was a
fuck,
bag.
you'd have been fine.
I don't know.
You already had
a
tolerance. That's all I'm saying. Anyway,
this was that, and it was before they started lacing it with fucking fentanyl and shit all the time.
Right. So
anyway, point is, I'm trying to swallow this, and the cops come up, and he opens the door and he goes, "Spit it out." And I'm like, "What?" I look at him, I go, "What?" I'm like, "Spit what out?" And he fucking just jaws me, right? Yeah, he just jaws me, and I'm like, he's like, "Spit it out." I'm like, "What?" I just did it again, right? And he just fucking jaws me again.
Damn.
And I'm like, damn, like the shit. And I swear to God, I didn't feel it. Like I just have adrenaline going, so I don't even notice.
For sure. Yeah.
So finally, he like jaws me a 3rd time, and he's like, "Dude." So I just spit it out because like I couldn't swallow it. I tried so fucking hard, and I couldn't. And I'm just gonna get pounded by this cop. I'm like, fuck, I might as well let it out, right?
Yeah.
And so I do. They find it on the floor. They get us. They cuff us. Throw us in they actually have like a paddy wagon. Pull up. And oh no, sorry. They threw us in their car, and they drive us back to the spot. This is what happened first. They drive us back to the 3rd and Indiana to the corner, and they're picking up the dealer at the same time. Like, so I don't know what happened. We pull up and they're like, yeah, that's the guy. And they're pointing at the dealer or whatever. We're not saying that. The cops
right,
are.
but it
They
makes
had,
you look like a snitch.
I guess, I don't know. They
No, that's
obviously
exactly
had,
what they did because okay, so they had to have this is the thing they made you a snitch
they
because
had somebody at the corner watching. Obviously, they saw everything.
I'm not saying they didn't. I'm just saying what
Yeah.
they'll do is they'll do that in order to make you look like a snitch and to give them probable cause because all they have to do because if they don't technically have good evidence or probable cause, they need a snitch to have the probable cause.
Right.
So if they bust you, then they have a snitch. Anyways,
but we didn't actually.
I'm not saying you did. I'm not saying you did. They don't need you to actually say anything.
So they do that, and then they have a paddy wagon pull up, and they throw us in with the guys they arrested. So the two of us and these three dealers get thrown in the back of this paddy wagon, right? And they take us to jail, and I spend the night in there freezing my goddamn balls off, right? But as we were driving to the spot so they could arrest these dudes, they are asking us questions, right? They're like, where are you from? Like, whatever, right? And the cop he goes, so how old are you? Whatever. And my buddy's like, oh, I'm 21 or whatever, right? And he's like, how old are you? Like 19, 20? I'm like 17. And I swear to God, I hear the cop the one who jawed me go, fuck. Like under his breath.
I just beat the
because I'm a minor and he hit me, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know at the time. But so anyway, then we get thrown in the paddy wagon, go to jail, freeze my balls off. But I went to juvie because I was underage. My buddy went to whatever, I guess, Philadelphia County Jail or something.
Jail, yeah.
Spend the night in there. My parents bail me out the next day, whatever. And long story short, I ended up
they dropped the charges.
Cop never showed up.
They dropped the charges
to court, and I never got anything for it.
Yeah, because
I'm like glad I fucking threw that
tell
in my
that
mouth.
Story to the judge, that fucking cop is going to be fired. That's why he didn't show up.
Yeah. Well, I told the lawyer that.
I'm just saying though, that's
and
why.
Then, yeah, I'm sure that's exactly why.
That's exactly why. Tri-State EDC is back. Follow his channel. So I got one that's not similar at all, but it's anyways. So one night I was with my buddies and two buddies, and we were this actually happened twice technically, but I'm only gonna tell the one because the other one I probably shouldn't tell. But we're running from the cops in the neighborhood on foot, and the cops, they had this thing where, and I'm sure that this is just how they do it. What they do is they'd be a teammate, so they'd have the one officer driving, and then the passenger seat officer would get out of the car, so he'd be on foot chasing you, while the squad or the guy in the car, the cop in the car, would circle around the area you're in, and they would try to trap you. So now they have one on foot, one in a car. And they did this to us sometimes, but we had a location where as long as we got there, we get away, right? And they had chased us there a bunch of times already. And I had told the story one time where I got out and scaled the wall of the apartment, and I went into somebody else's apartment that I didn't know, and I hid in their closet. I've already told that story. Maybe I'll tell it again sometime, but it was in that same neighborhood, and there was no way we were going to make it to this location, and we're running. And we always had a plan. And trust me, guys, I know this is the dumbest shit ever. I know this is so stupid, but we always had this set up and planned with each other that if one of us got caught, that the other ones would defend them, right? So, and beat up the cop. And so me and my one buddy, we wind up having to split off. We split off, and we're going around houses and shit. And me and my one buddy, we're like on the side of a house because we're going in between houses and over fences, and we're trying to get away from these two cops. And we're at the end of a fence. Then there's like the house right here, and it kind of turns. The fence kind of turns like this. Well, we're in this corner, right, where the fence goes like this. We're in the corner, and we're sitting there, and we don't want to run out this way because we think the squad car's coming this way, but then all of a sudden we hear heavy ass breathing. And we're like, oh, that's that fucking cop, right? So we just sit there ready to smoke his ass. Like, just like, we're just gonna hit him, right? Like, whatever we got to do to get away. And we're sitting there and we're like ready because we've already planned this. We've talked it out. Like, can't fucking pussy out now, right? We've got this shit planned.
Of course not. Yeah.
Right. And so we're sitting there, and then dude comes around the corner, and we go to hit him. It winds up being our friend. So we fucking hit our friend. He was fine because, like, the adrenaline of him running and then us swinging, like, we probably didn't even hit him that hard.
Right.
We're like 15 or something. But either way, we fucking hit his ass. And he goes down. We kind of fall down too at the same time, but then we realize it's him. So then we help pick him up and then fucking start taking off running again. We wound up getting away that night. But no, it was crazy though, because the cop like had us blocked in to like a 1 block section of multiple houses. So we're in between all these houses. And at one point, I went over a fence and I had a whole bunch of change in my pocket right here. And when I went to go over, I flipped over like that. All the change comes out. Ting, ting, ting. You hear it throughout the whole fucking neighborhood. It sounded so ridiculous.
Jesus, dude.
But another time we got pulled over by the Megs, and maybe think of it because you were talking about the jump out boys. Well, they were on this road and they were getting everybody. And we always knew, like, it was like once every 3 months, these cops in all blacked out cars, like completely unmarked cars, they would just swarm one area, right? It was like the end of the month or whatever. And they would just get everybody. If you were going by, most likely you were getting rolled, especially if you looked suspect at all. And I was in the car, or I was in like an old Bronco with this broad, and we're passing them. We already passed them once, and we're on our way back. And we knew it, that if we pass them again, they're rolling us, right? But we did it again. We passed them again. Dumb as hell. Well, they roll us. Now, when they come out, and they come up to the window and they start asking the questions. And I know now why they ask this question. Do you have any drugs, guns, bombs, grenades, tanks, whatever in the car? And the reason why they ask it like that is because anybody in their right mind that's not doing anything wrong would laugh at that. Like, of course I don't have any tanks, bazookas, and all this shit in my car. But somebody who's guilty will be like, no. So they asked that, and the girl that's driving,
They got no tanks, bro.
I have like a 1/4 ounce of weed on me. Nothing real bad, but then it was illegal and everything else. And so I have this bag on me, and I don't want to get busted with it. I have it jocked, right? But I didn't get the jacket that good. So they pulled the girl out of the car first. They're asking her questions and she's answering, but she's like trying to like act in a way to where like she's trying to throw them off. Like she's trying to get them to pay attention to her, and like being flirtatious and all this shit. She's trying to get them off of me. And then they come and pull me out of the car. There's a giant Cuban cigar in the ashtray, mind you. And at the time, you could not have Cubans, like they were illegal. Luckily, they didn't check that. I know it's probably not even a felony or anything, but it's just a point, like just something else, right? So they figure I got something on me, right? They figure I got something on me. So they search me, right? They don't find nothing. But what they keep doing is they keep searching me and making me walk around. So after they search me, now they make me walk over to the behind the car, and I can feel it falling down my pant leg, literally feeling it. Then they want to search me again. So they search me again, but they don't feel it. Now they walk me over to the car and they ask me to get in the back of the car. As I'm getting in the back of the car, I can feel it falling out of my pant leg. It falls out right on the outside of the door of me getting into the cop car. The cops are just standing right there on top of it. And I'm thinking this whole time, like, I'm fuck, because it just the way it fell out, like I felt it the whole time. It actually, like in the heat of the moment,
yeah, but now it's gone.
I wasn't positive if it fell out in the car or if it fell out because like I'm in a panic state. My heart's racing there. Oh, wait, I forgot this part of the story. forgot this part. This is the best part. So right before that happened, I felt it falling down my pant leg, and he wanted to search me again. I did not want him to grab my legs because it was falling down my pant leg. So I knew all he wanted to see was my dick, right? So I said, "What do you want?" I said, "What do you want to see, my dick?" And I fucking pulled down my pants and showed him I didn't have nothing down there because I didn't. It's at the bottom of my ankle now. And as soon as he seen that, as soon as he seen my dick, he was like, "All right, good to go." And he put me in the back of the car. Now it fell out. The best part was when he took me back out of the car, he didn't take me out of the same side. He took me out of the opposite side. So I got blessed that he took me out of the opposite side and they wound up having to let us go. But at the time, though, it was, oh yeah, and then we wound up going back and getting it.
Of course you
It was
did.
still sitting on the side of the road.
That's the kind of shit you do. Yeah, you gotta go back.
You got to go back and get it. That was some good shit.
That's the whole conversation. We
I
should
didn't
go back.
go back
No,
and get it.
no,
My cousin
no.
in a different car went and got it. But
Yeah, we'll
yeah,
get somebody else to go back. Call Johnny.
You're right. Yeah. Hey man, there's something laying over there. For
He
you.
better not touch that shit though. Johnny, that's mine.
Right. You better bring it back. And I waited right
Yeah.
before that happened,
Yeah.
man. I know what's there. But yeah, good times, man. Good times. Well, I know it's about 9:30. I'm sure you got places to be to bed.
Yep.
I don't know if you're gonna go over there and jump over by Mike Emler's. I'm gonna,
Oh yeah, I'll check it out for sure.
yeah, I'll jump over there for a few minutes.
Is that when he starts? 9:30?
Yeah,
10:30?
in 2 minutes.
Whatever. Yeah.
Or is it? No, 4
I
minutes.
guess that's 7:30 his time, right?
4 minutes. Yes.
Gotcha.
Don't forget, guys, Mike Emler is doing a giveaway tonight. If you guys want to jump over there right after this at 9:30 my time, 7:30 his time. So right after this, in 2 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever, he's going to be doing a giveaway. So if you guys want to jump over there, first off, I want to thank everybody who donated tonight. Thank you so much. The donations help massively. I put it right back into the channel. I got a new desk coming. I'm so happy about that. I'm doing more stuff to the studio. This desk is it's gonna be such a blessing in the studio because the desk I have right now, I could just shake this thing and it'll fall apart. So this new desk is in. I got it cheap too. It's like only like I don't know, like $150 from Amazon, but it's a good size. It'll be great. So
nice.
Also thank you to all the Patreon members. Got that huge giveaway coming up. Thank you to all the Bang Gang members. And who else is there? Everybody who supports, man. Thank you to everybody who drops likes, who comments, who sits here and bullshits with us and hangs out with us. Thank you to everybody who supports all the channels and does go and follow all the channels. Blades and Fades, go sub to Blades and EDC's channel. Go and follow his channel for sure. Check out Lefty's channel. There's the links. All you gotta do is hit the links and you can jump right over there to their channels and hit the subscribe button.
Thanks, Lewis.
Yes, thank all of you for everything you guys do for all the channels, man. We don't exist without your guys' support. So thank you guys. Love all you guys. Lefty, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Later.